yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Kate Zoltan, co-founder and CEO of the Undo app, which is a proprietary meditation that we've called natural meditation. And I've been meditating with this approach for over 27 years, and I've healed trauma myself with this revolutionary and cutting edge approach. And so therefore I built an app around it because I decided that the rest of the world should know about it rather than just a small amount of people who knew about it before. So hopefully looks like some of you have been using the app. Some of you have heard of us through Amanda Vollmer and by other means. So I'll just run through. I'll just give a brief introduction this evening on how to heal from within. We'll do a 5-minute meditation. I'll do a 5-minute guided meditation as well, so you can get a sense of the meditation or an experience of the meditation if you haven't meditated before. And then I'll give you the short version of my story as well, just so you know about a little bit about me and a little bit about the app that we've built around this particular type of meditation and healing, and then also the benefits of doing it. And then at the end, we'll open it up for about 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A. So if you've got any questions, just put them in the chat as they come up, and then I'll try and answer them all at the end of the webinar. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming along. Good to see so many people. So to start with the introduction to healing from within and who it's for, it's mainly for people who are looking for self-healing, or they're into self-development and self-growth. People who have maybe been meditating before and are looking for a deeper approach to meditation, or looking for a body-based approach to meditation, or a more grounded type of meditation that doesn't have any dogma or religion or a technique or any sort of thought-based aspect attached to it. So this particular way of healing with natural meditation or healing from within, I thought I'd just explain a little bit about the inside-out approach versus the outside-in approach, just so that we get really clear before we, because I'll be talking about quite a number of different things today. And so I just wanted to just get really clear to start with. And to start with, we'll talk about the outside-in, or the inside-out approach versus the outside-in approach to meditation and healing. So the inside-out approach really is anything that comes from the inside of you. So things like natural meditation and feeling from the inside of your body, and feeling your senses and feeling the sensations and feelings that arise within yourself. So that's what I would term an inside approach. So what an outside-in approach is anything that you would add to yourself from the outside. For example, thought-based ideologies or techniques or psychology, anything that's like from external on the outside, or a thought-based therapy or description or words, or anything that's thought-based is like an outside-in approach. So things like techniques that you would use to meditate, techniques like mantra or visualization or breath work or TM, for instance. That's a particular type of meditation if you haven't heard of it before. A Buddhist type meditation and mindfulness, these are all like technique-based meditations. And we would also say that something like psychology as well is an outside-in approach, because it's based on analysis and thinking, and it's you're applying something to yourself rather than learning from the inside of yourself and understanding yourself from the inside out. So that's how I just wanted to put a small definition in there so that we can keep talking and you can understand what I mean when I'm talking further into the webinar. So to heal yourself from within, you need to learn how to listen to your body. And to learn to listen to your body, you need to also know how to feel. So we really want to learn to show you how to and educate you on how to hear, onto how to feel again. And by learning to feel again, I mean not thinking about your feelings, but actually feeling your feelings. And another thing that you'll probably so that you can learn to heal from within is you'll need to be able to ground yourself in your senses and understand the importance of feelings and that they're actually there to be felt. So I'll go into this a little bit further, a little bit more further into the webinar, but just so that you know the basis of this meditation and understanding yourself through meditation and understanding your mental health through meditation and healing from within is really, really deeply tied in with the understanding the importance of feeling and knowing that they're there to be felt. The other thing that you also need to understand is that you need to have some kind of understanding of knowing when you're reacting and disconnecting, and then you need a solution to understand how to stop and return to the feelings in your body. So feelings are the basis of understanding yourself from within, and using your feelings or understanding your feelings that ground you in your body. This also anchors you to your senses. Natural meditation has the ability to heal physical, mental afflictions, as well as illness and pain. So the body wants to, I'll just go a little bit further with that. The body wants to be in its optimal state at all times. So if you let your body do that, then you're basically, but by getting, but with this, how do I explain it? So with this inside out approach, you're allowing and letting thought get out of the way and just tapping into, you're literally just tapping into the power of nature and the power of nature within yourself to then self-heal. So natural meditation activates the natural healing process from within by you just simply sitting still and feeling into your body. And by feeling into your body, you're feeling the distress and whatever sensations or feelings arise in your body in your meditation, and you resolve it there rather than holding it in your body throughout the day. And if you're just holding it in your body throughout the day as a tension or a distress, then you're really just thinking about it all day. And that ties up a lot of energy throughout your day. And then by the end of the day, you're exhausted, or you just, you're overtired, or you're just more stressed than you were when you first started your day. And it just takes an enormous amount of energy. So if you're able to understand how to feel the feelings in your body and resolve the distress in your body on a day by day, moment by moment basis, then this frees up an enormous amount of energy for other things in your life that are not necessarily more important, but just who doesn't want to have more energy? So when you stop trying to use thought to solve your problems, then you can get that. When you stop trying to use thought, you get out of the way of your reactions, and that's when you really, really start healing, and you start to heal really, really quite rapidly. So the other thing that I just wanted to go into a little bit was the reconnection of the body mind, which this particular type of meditation does, and the inside out approach also. There's a fundamental aspect of healing from within that reconnects the body and the mind. So I wanted to just talk about that a little bit. So we treat mental and physical as one. So afflictions and pain related to a thought are related to a thought process or a behavior or thinking pattern within inside of you that if you don't have an understanding of these thought processes, then you have a kind of disconnection inside of yourself. So that's why we say that we're reconnecting the body and the mind. So, for example, if you have a headache, there will be some kind of a thought process or maybe a pattern or a behavior that's associated with that physical symptom. And so therefore we're looking at the mental side of the headache as well, or the psychological side of the headache, as well as the physical pain of the actual headache. And you can feel both of those in the body. So you can feel the pain of the headache in your body. And if you feel the physical pain in your body, then you're actually tapping into like I say, the self-healing process. And then once you're tapping into that, without bias or reaction, then you're able to feel the sensation and then it resolves. So it's quite a simple process, it's not overcomplicated. It's actually really, really simplifying it compared to a lot of the other meditations that are out there. But it's also, as I mentioned before, very, very grounding. So another example is anxiety. So with anxiety, generally people think of that as a mental illness, but we would say that is like a physical symptom of what they call a mental illness, because with grief and anxiety and nervousness, those types of afflictions, there is always a physical sensation. So if you feel anxiety, you're going to probably feel it in your stomach or your chest or your throat or even your jaw. There will be different places where you feel it. Grief is usually felt in the lungs and the heart area because it's a loss. And nervousness can be felt all through the body. But things like nervousness, like if you're going to give a public talk or something like that, usually held in the stomach, or felt in the stomach. So that's why this body-mind connection is a really big part of this healing from within. And it's very, very deep, and it's very, very helpful for you to understand all of this on a day-to-day basis throughout your life, because it just grounds you a lot more, rather than you're not having to guess so much about, oh, what's going on, what's wrong with me. You get a really deep understanding of yourself through that process of understanding your physical and mental symptoms are one and the same thing. So the other thing that we do put a lot of time into teaching you about is that to not give your thoughts so much attention and importance. And this also really helps you. This really helps with your mental health, stops overthinking, and it really helps with exhaustion and nervousness, again anxiety, and feeling out of control, and many more things. So understanding your thoughts is a really big sort of part of healing from within. So I hope all of that makes sense. So if you've got any questions, as I mentioned, put them in the chat, and we'll go to them at the end of the session. But if everyone's okay, we're going to just go into a 5-minute guided meditation. So if everybody wants to sit up and just in a comfortable position, maybe just sit with your back straight and just sit comfortably, whether you've got your legs crossed or you're sitting on a chair. Just sit there, just sit quietly. And if you've got your phones and things on, maybe switch those off to silent, and then we'll just sit still and just slowly close your eyes. If you may not want to close them straight away, but just either focus on something and just keep your eyes still. And then I'll just slowly close my eyes, and you can just listen to my voice and just notice how quiet you are. There may be thoughts going on, but just let them go. And just feel the sensations in your body. Doesn't matter where they are. Just feel your skin, feel your clothes touching your skin, and feel your heartbeat, or feel your chest rising up and down with your breathing. Just find any part in your body, doesn't matter where it is or what it is. And don't focus or try hard. Just feel whatever you feel. It might be distressed, you might be tired, you might be sleepy and just waking up. But just feel however you feel. You might feel sad or anxious or depressed. You might feel happy. And you might just feel sore or in pain or fed up. All of those are feelings. So many things in our life are feelings that we just don't realize they're feeling. So don't go chasing anything. Just start feeling the inside, right deep inside of you. If you can feel your stomach, or your torso, or if you can feel any of your organs, just try and feel deep, deep inside. And don't think about anything. If you can't relax, don't worry. Just feel. And don't think about the feelings. Just try and feel your feelings. And feel the warmth or the cold of the air. Feel your bum on your cushion or whatever you're sitting or standing on. Feel your feet or your knees. Or your arms and your hands. And try to feel all of yourself as one, not just little parts or fragments. Try and feel all of yourself. It doesn't matter if you can't. Feel whatever part you can feel. Whichever part brings your attention. And just stay still. See if you can feel a quiet inside. There's a deep quiet in the body that's there all the time. You just get busy. Your thoughts get busy and drown out that quiet. But it's there all the time. It's always there for you to return to at any time that you remember to. And just keep it simple. Try to relax as much as you can. And don't worry if you can't, just feel whatever tension there is in your system, wherever it is. And just stay still. And just feel. And you may feel numb. You may feel distressed. And that's okay. All of that is okay. Because all of that is you. That is all you and how you're feeling right now. And just listen to my voice. And feel my voice in your ears. Just notice the little things. You might feel the vibrations. And not worry about the noise. Feel the vibration of voice. The vibration of sound in your ear. Slowly open your eyes and we can continue. When you're ready. Okay. How did everyone go with that? Put the thumbs up or put a little message in the chat or whatever you feel like. If you don't feel like anything, just sit there quietly and I'll continue on. So, well, that was nice. That was nice for me, actually. It's relaxed me a lot. I should have done that at the start, probably. Yeah. So I'll just tell you a little bit about me. I've been a meditator for 25 years and I've used this approach, this of natural meditation and healing from within to heal trauma from, my childhood trauma. So that's a pretty big deal, I would say, but this is an amazing approach and it really resonated deeply with me. So I wanted to share this with more people because the information in it that I learned along the way was, I thought it was very, very important for people to learn how to feel again. And if this was the solution to being able to heal trauma, then I thought that's a pretty serious solution that the rest of the world should know about. So I wanted to, it was too vital, this information, and I wanted to get it out on scale, which actually prompted us to build the Undo app and get Matthew's life workout. So as I mentioned before, that if we can learn how to feel again and the importance of feeling. So the importance of feeling is that, our whole life runs on feelings. Life and the decisions we make virtually every minute of every day are all based on feelings and driven by our feelings. And you can't really escape feelings. You can try, and I used to try, for 27 years, I was just sort of by the time I was nearly 30, I was just on the run, just couldn't stay with my feelings, didn't want to know what they were, but I knew there was something wrong with me. So I just, yeah, it's a very important thing that you learn to understand your feelings and feel your feelings so that you can resolve them. And once you resolve them, then you can move on. And that's when your life really, really changes and you can start moving. So everybody knows what feelings are. When you leave home and you're leaving home, you're walking out the door and you know you've forgotten something, you can't think what it is, but you know you've lost something. Well, that's feeling. That's a feeling that you know that you've forgotten something. So that's what I mean by feelings. And we've been taught to avoid and distract from our feelings, and we've been taught that pain is a bad thing and you don't want to feel it. And all of these things that we're taught as kids growing up are things that I would say are not truly honest, because from what my experience, what I've understood is if you feel your feelings, you resolve your feelings, you heal your feelings, and you activate this self-healing process that's going on in your body and returning your body to its optimal state. So and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the app and the ecosystem we've created. So Undo the proprietary meditation, which means it's original, and it was created by my co-founder and the author of the Undo app, who is Matthew Zoltan, and he's also my husband. We condensed his life's work of the last 45 years into the app. And so the app is made up of 13 different chapters, and those 13 chapters are the most important points that he noticed over the years that were missing from people's life and people's understanding of life and how to navigate their life and heal from their lives, or just, continue to move on and, to get their life flowing and resolve their pain and illness and afflictions and mental health, physical health, all of this. So there wasn't a name for what he discovered, which is what we've created now, which is called natural meditation. And it's like yoga was 2,000 years ago, when nobody knew what that was. And we're building an ecosystem that guides people in self-healing, reconnecting their body and mind, and achieving mental and physical health, optimal mental and physical health. So with this information, I know that we're giving you guys the power back for self-healing and understanding your pain and understanding yourselves deeply. And therefore, that by giving you your power back, then you're just going to be a lot more confident with yourself. You're going to enjoy your life a lot more. You're going to be less fearful, and you're going to be a lot of more of a stronger, resilient person. Undo's had over 16,000 downloads across 105 countries, and it's totally loaded with such insightful content to help you understand your thoughts. And it's got really, really long-lasting and complete benefits. So some of the benefits with this inside-out approach is one of the main benefits of the inside-out approach actually is that it's all about you. It's totally unique to you because it's literally coming from the inside of you, and you're the only person who can know you. So that's what's so great about this, is it really brings out the unique individual that you are. And by learning this information and understanding your thoughts, it allows you to heal yourself mentally, and also improves the quality of your thoughts. And because it's a tool that teaches and activates your self-healing, as I mentioned before, you gain your power back regarding your health. So there's a lot of fear out there around health and the inability to self-heal, and we really, really want to change that. And we are changing that because, as I mentioned before, we've had, tons of downloads and 16,000 downloads. So there's a big community growing. And we really, really want to get this out there. So it's yeah, I really thank you all for joining us tonight and taking the time for yourself. It's for you. It's not really about us. This is about you and giving you the tools to reconnect and heal yourself. Yeah, so reconnecting is a big deal. We reconnect by reconnecting the body mind, your body and mind. We're actually reconnecting you with yourself, and by reconnecting you with yourself, then you can reconnect with your friends and your family and your environment, the people around you. You become more conscious, and you become a nicer person to be around in general. You don't hurt people so much. You're a lot less able to do harmful things to yourself. Just become more responsible. And in that way, that's a good thing for the world, I would say. So, yeah, by learning how to feel, you learn how to resolve and recover from life. And as I mentioned before, you just become a lot stronger and resilient, and you have the ability to move on really, really fast. And I don't know who wouldn't want that, really. I mean, everybody's really stressed out at the moment. Everybody's exhausted and overtired and not able to let things go. They have pain and all sorts of things in relationships and friendships, and they just if you're not able to move on from those things, it just gets locked up in your body, and you're not able, by not being able to resolve those feelings and distresses, it just builds up in your system, like I said before. So we need tools. You guys need help in understanding how to resolve those feelings and tensions in your body so that you can actually move on and actually start enjoying your life. So all of what I've just said relaxes you more about your mental health, more about your physical health, and yeah, as I mentioned, you're just going to have a much better life. So yeah, who wouldn't who would want that? Yeah, so I guess the only other thing I would suggest is that I would highly recommend that you download the app. As I said before, there's 14 chapters in a singular focus that educate you, and they build one upon the next. So there's a really nice flow through the app. It's a really interesting app to go through the whole process, and it was designed that way to give you guys an experiential understanding. This isn't really about learning more information, as we've called the app Undo for a reason, and the reason is that this will undo a lot of your belief systems. It'll undo a lot of ideas, and it will coming back to the experiential approach. It's, yeah, as I said, it's not about adding more to you. What's inside of you already is what you need to know. You know everything that you need to get you through life. You just aren't accessing it at the moment because there's so much thought and so much disturbance and pain and bias and judgment and beliefs and ideas, and all of this is just laid over as a layer on top of your actual presence, your actual essence. And so we're trying to return you back to that unique individual that you are. So that's why we call it Undo, because we're not actually adding anything. We're sort of unlearning, or yeah, no, we're not really teaching you. We're unteaching you, if that's a word. So that's so if you go through the whole flow of the of all of the chapters, then you get this real experiential understanding of yourself and understanding of life. And it's pretty deep. It's pretty challenging as well, I will admit, but I mean, it's doable, obviously, because thousands of people are doing it. But by giving you an experiential understanding of yourself, as I said, it just gives you a really, really deep understanding of yourself. And if you've got a really good deep understanding of yourself, then you can have a deep understanding of the world, a deep understanding of others around you, and also yeah, it's just, I think I've said enough anyway. So if you're an academic type or a scientific type, then we've also got a white paper. You can read up about that on the efficacy of the actual app. And for those who don't look like using tech, we've got a book as well, and we'll put up a QR code in a moment that you can use to download the app. And yeah, so this should if you do any of those, this will give you a more convenient way to understand more what I'm talking about. We've also got a lot of content on YouTube, and we also suggest you join our Telegram channel as well, because there's a pretty engaged community out there if you want to just start to get involved in that you don't have to download the app or anything. Not saying you do anything, but just if you want to get involved with like-minded people, then definitely join the Telegram channel. So thanks for participating, and so I really encourage you to start feeling your feelings and getting in touch with your senses. Start meditating and explore natural meditation further. There's a 7-day free trial in the app, and they'll put up a QR code in a minute, and then if you want to stay online for another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm happy to answer any questions. So thanks very much, everybody. Whoever wants to leave, you're welcome to leave, or just sit online and we'll answer any questions. So you can either come off mute or put your questions in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer them. Okay. Have we got questions? No questions yet. Okay, let's have a look. There's a lot of links. Oh, thanks for your feedback, Helen. Some tears came up and the headache I woke up with. Oh, is that after? That must have been after the meditation, Oscar. That you had your headache. Are you okay now, Oscar? I think you mentioned some things before. I was going to see if you wanted to ask any questions as well. Okay. Ah, yes, feeling better, Oscar. Okay, thanks. Wondering how long. Oh, the typical meditation is in the app. You can actually choose how long you want to do the meditation for. So we've got like 5-minute grounding meditations, and then we have a 20-minute meditation, a 40-minute meditation, 60-minute meditation, and we've also got some new meditations that we're uploading soon, or releasing soon, and I think they got to 90 minutes. So because people have been asking for longer, deeper meditations. So there's also active meditations in the app as well. So the active meditations are when you learn as well as meditate at the same time, and then whatever you learn, you can go and use that active meditation in your life. So you apply it to your life. So they're actually really good. So there's a few different types of meditations, but there's also body meditations, which are really, really cool if you've got an injury or an illness or something like that, where you can focus on a specific part of the body. Like if you've got sore knee or elbow, then you do a knee meditation, which is pretty interesting. And they're the main ones that I use actually now, because I don't usually use guided meditations. But if I feel, like if I've got a sore knee, if I've been for a run or something, or if I've got a stomach pain, something like that, or a headache, then I use the meditations. All our team use the headache meditations if they've got a headache or a migraine, or even, women's pain, that sort of thing, monthly pain. So they've used that and got really good results from them. So I hope that answers your question, Claudette. Neural feedback to integrate with Muse or Mendy. Oh, I don't know what that is, Rahul. So if you can explain that a little bit to me, I'm happy to answer that. But neural feedback or neuroplasticity, I know, it definitely helps with improving brain function, if that's what the point of that one is. Length of time, good. Ah, you missed out, Mary Beth. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think we've recorded the whole thing. So yeah, we're happy to send you out the link for the recording. And we might actually, I was thinking about it before the webinar, we might actually put this one up on YouTube or somewhere. Because I think, well, my feeling was it was a good one. So I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think I did quite well. I spent a bit of time preparing, so I was going to be able to deliver very, a lot in this one. So thank you. Okay, thanks, Marianne. Thanks, Mary Beth. Good. And if you've got any questions, any other questions, Mary Beth, now you're welcome to ask them. I'll sit online for a little bit longer and see if anybody has any more questions. But that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, thanks for coming. Oh, there's Oscar. Have you got a sore neck, Oscar? You keep going like this. You should go to the neck meditation. And Thea, what are you up to? Are you just relaxing, chilling? No, I've got time to poke around and see what everybody's up to. Yeah, do it, Oscar. You'll enjoy it. Yeah. Thea looks like she might be asleep. All right. Oh, may as well leave. Thanks, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.